Good afternoon, this is Samesh. I have my good friend over here, Adam, and we are at Bushy Willows, is that right?
Bushy Willows car park, yeah.
Bushy Willows car park.
I think it's one of the highest points on the forest, and it's the best spot for the sunset this time of year.
Amazing, because I've just, actually Adam, this is the first time I've been to this car park, and I didn't realise, like, the sunset, yeah, it's just stunning, look at that. It's a great view, and you get to see this whole valley. So, are those the downs over there?
That's South Downs.
Those South Downs. So the other side of that is
the ocean.
Is the ocean.
Okay, absolutely.
And can you tell us what you're doing here? What's because we have a group of people over here who are banging away at something. What are they? What are they banging away at?
We've got there's half and half this evening. We've got djembes, we've got shamanic drums, and a couple of dunduns. Some people have shakers.
All sorts of musical
instruments. We're making music up here this evening and watching the sunset.
So tell me, how did this start? Because this isn't obviously the first time that you've done it.
No, I moved to the area last July, near on a year ago, and I've enjoyed drumming. So I was like, okay, let's see if we can get a little group together. We started off then in the forest. We just started little, like 3 or 4 of us. And then people started coming, and yeah, it's just a nice get together. So yeah, we organise it. We do every Sunday. We've done every Sunday through the winter at someone's, and now as the weather's breaking a bit, we're coming out to the forest.
Great, because this has actually been like it's April the 7th. It's Friday. It's Easter Friday, right? Mm-hmm. It was obviously a holiday today, and it's been absolutely stunning.
Well, it's probably
finally we've had a good day.
Finally, we're making the most of the sun.
I know.
It's cold, yeah, of course it's cold. So
now it's getting a bit chilly. Today was warm though. Today was pretty warm. I had a light jump on, but now it's getting a bit chilly. But that's okay. That's normal. Yeah. It's spring, isn't it? Spring. So we got a group. This is your first outing outdoors
this year.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Are you planning to do more of this?
Yeah, we do it every weekend. So we like to say we've got an indoor space.
Yeah.
And we got a fire pit. So we dependent on what the weather's doing. If the weather's not so good, then we're indoors. And if it's nice, then we're out by the fire. If it's cold, but now, like I say, it's a good day. It's a nice day. The sun will move. It's going to be absolutely stunning once it drops past that cloud. That will be stunning up here. So
wow. And look at all this is gorse, right?
It's gorse, yeah.
This yellow flowers. So a couple of questions I've got, which I'm going to ask everybody that I speak to.
Yeah.
What do you think of potholes?
I've had a few choice words said to myself. My suspension's about done.
Have you noticed any potholes recently?
Oh, 1 or 2.
Just 1 or 2?
Like 1 or 2 every 3 miles.
Every 5 yards.
Every 5 yards there's 1 or 2. Yeah.
A few potholes going on, haven't you? So that's my one, sort of talking point, should I say?
Yeah.
The second talking point is, do you realise that there's council elections happening on the 4th of May?
No.
Okay, well,
I had something. My boss brought me a letter the other day.
Yeah.
And it's about voting, and I haven't voted for. I don't think I've ever voted in my whole life. To be fair.
Okay.
So I don't know what's happening.
So what do you think about the whole process of voting and council elections? Do you even know what council elections are? Because to tell you the truth, I'm South African. I've been in this country for 25 years.
Right.
I think I actually have voted at times. I remember doing something like voting. But my personal belief or feeling is that it doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to make a difference. That's the way I've been going about things. So I've never felt like, entirely motivated. Plus, I don't quite understand the whole process, and I never know who I'm voting for anyway. So it didn't make much point to me. Like, what's the point? But I'm sort of feeling personally myself in these coming up May the 4th elections that, the world is in such a mess, and there's so much tyrannical sort of things happening even in this UK country. And I feel like something has to be done. And I might even consider taking 10 minutes out of my day and going to put in a vote for whatever impact that's going to have. I don't know, but I have heard though that there's a new organisation or a new group of people called Forest Road Forward, and it's a group of people who are in some way organising and putting themselves forward in the local elections. And actually, some of the people that I know are in part of that group, and I do respect them and I do know them personally. So, which motivates me more to want to go vote, because I do know them and I know if they did get into power, they're not going to get, crazy, and they're not going to get corrupted and stuff. I actually believe that they would actually do something positive. Mm-hmm. So that's why, I've just started this conversation, because I just found their website today and recognized some of their faces, and I'm looking forward to finding out more, because I don't know anything about this whole process. I'm a complete political amateur.
Same. It's the same with me, and it's kind of like, if you want to vote, then you've got to get all the background on and who's doing what to then know who you're going to want to vote for.
Yeah, what's the point of just voting for somebody without actually knowing
what they're going to do, or what their promises are, or not what their promises are.
Yeah,
I don't know. You guys understand? It's politics. I don't know politics.
Yeah,
I have no interest in politics. I know the rules. We all have to adhere to, and I adhere to those as best I can. But that's as much as I know. That's as much as I know. And it'll probably be always, for me personally, it'll be the same thing. It will be always like that. And I'm kind of like one of these. Okay, I'll know something that I need to know when I need to know it.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
So do you plan to vote in these upcoming elections, or no interest whatsoever?
Not 1 ounce of interest.
Not 1 ounce of interest. Okay.
At all. And that's it. That's just how it's.
Well, I think you're in the same place as a lot of people, right? I think a lot of people are so removed from the whole process, because they feel like whatever they do doesn't make a difference anyway, because whoever gets in just gets bought off by some corporate. This just does their own thing. There's no impact. Personally, that's what I feel.
This has always been for me quite interesting in the sense with how the world is, with what goes on, with what doesn't. I don't know, for me it's not rocket science how to run something so it can run really smoothly. It should be
pretty
I'm
easy,
kind of
right?
It's not rocket science.
How can they be getting it so wrong?
It's just so right. And, it's like with a lot of things, we make it so complicated. It's not complicated. How to live.
Yeah, how to live in harmony with each other.
Live on this planet.
Supporting each other.
It's not
respect each other. This is quite simple, isn't it?
So why is it such a mess? I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like the answers are so simple, yet nothing's being done. Look at the basics. Like how much money do we invest in our roads and our road tax? Thousands. I invest a lot of money goes into these roads, and look at the state of them. This is the simple things, right? You can't say that there's not enough money for roads, because we're paying for our road tax, right?
You can't really say that there's not enough money.
Yeah, because if it's just where they're putting the money.
Yeah.
This is the question.
Yeah. The money came from somewhere in the first place. Where did it first start? This whole money exchange business. Where did that start?
That's a whole nother question. That's a whole nother conversation. Anyway, I want to thank Adam for his time up here on Bushy Willows Car Park.
And it's just a nice experience, we get together like these guys here now, enjoying the sunset.
And the beautiful Ashdown Forest. It's absolutely beautiful. So blessed to be living here. And if you're ever interested in coming to Bang a Drum, speak to Adam.